Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Oh. Oh, we're doing this again. Whew. There we go. There we go. It didn't have. You didn't even have to be told, did you, Houdini? Just hit it. I hit it already. Oh, let me tell you, this live. This isn't for you guys. This is for me. I've got. We got about a 2.5, 3 hour drive. We've already left the in-laws' place, but I ate. I ate way too much, and when you eat a meal like a big Easter dinner, my mother-in-law did a turkey, a ham, stuffing, potatoes. Dar had her cauliflower bake. Um, damn, we ate everything in sight, and it's like, okay, it was one of those meals where after you finish eating, you need a nap. I didn't even eat dessert. I proceeded to go sit over in the living room into these great big comfy chairs that my in-laws have, and I just sat there and watched them all dive in and eat the dessert. I didn't even have any, and I was falling asleep. And I'm like, "Oh, this is fucking wonderful. I now gotta drive 3 hours home." So we just stopped and got Timmy, double double. Oh, Dirt Bike Boy, good to see you back again. You got nothing to do? You thought you'd come hang out again? Actually, Dirt Bike Boy, as we were signing off, I had already signed off, but Dar was still watching. You were like, wait, wait, wait. I got one more question for you. What was your question? Do you remember? I want one of those, Dar. Look at that. Those saunas. So what was your question? Hey, Don, how are you, man? Set a pair of vice grips on the inside of your thigh. It always works for me. Oh, dude, if I thought I could and it would work, let me tell you. Let me tell you. It was it's rough. So, like I said, I'm doing this for just to keep me awake. The title said it all. You keep me awake. I got 2.5 hours, 3 hours, depending on traffic. I'm not going through Toronto, so we're gonna be taking the toll road around it. So that'll shave us off a little bit of time there. I really have no desire to deal with Toronto traffic. So you don't remember? Remember? You don't remember? Hold on, we got to turn it around here. I can't do this. There we go. Oh, when you eat to the point where you get full and you're like, "Oh, that's perfect," but it's so damn good, you just keep on going? That's what I did. So I think that's what that's technically that's classified as I engorged myself. Oh, it wasn't good. Wasn't good. I almost broke down and told Dar to drive. Almost. Let's not get too crazy here, right? Although we did pick up a passenger. We did pick up a passenger. So she's not passed out yet. She's still awake. CDR, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming back. I don't expect anything from you guys. All I expect is just you know, that's a Honda Accord. He's just got it fucking lowered out, put the nicer tires and rims on it. He's got it lowered. Protein overdose always makes me sleepy. Oh, dude, turkey. Come on, Don. You know what turkey does to you, right? You get turkey belly, and then you do the turkey, the ham, the gravy, and the mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes is what does me because it bloats me, right? As soon as I get the mashed potatoes in, that's just about the end of it. You might as well call it a day. I'm done. Oh, Scotty, you still haven't ate? Oh, don't worry about it, bro. I ate enough for both of us. You're good till you're good till Wednesday, man. You don't need to eat a goddamn thing. Trust me. Trust me, Scott. You're good. Oh, and when I'm sitting on the toilet tomorrow, I'll take care of that for both of us too. Don't worry about it. I got that covered. Sterling, who dis? Who dis? Who that? Who that? Sterling, you good, brother? You good? You get her parked, or are you still rolling? Hopefully, you're not trucking through any more snow. Oh, excuse me. Oh, guys, I hated to do that in your ear, but you just don't know how good that felt. Oh, oh, oh. Although I'm sitting here right now, I might, I might have to undo the belt. I might have to undo the belt. Just like you just landed in Portland, okay? It's 70 degrees. Nothing wrong with 70 degrees, bro. That's comfortable. You don't have to run your truck for heat tonight. You don't, or you don't have to run your EPU or your batteries. Need to crank some heavy tunes for this ride. Sometimes we do. Like this is one of those. We do this, you know, every couple of months. We'll make these trips back and forth. Sometimes we do, but you know what? I'm finding that even with the heavy tunes, um, it doesn't work, man. Really, it doesn't. It's like, oh, they're trying to say that they can smell the burp. You didn't smell that burp. That burp. My motorcycle is 550 miles away. I'll tell you what, bud. I'll go swing up and get it for you and bring it back. I'll bring it back to you. I will not ride in shorts. I know what a belt sander does. Yeah. Doesn't matter what the temperature is. I don't think I ever in my life ever rode a motorcycle in a pair of shorts. Ever. I have done it in a t-shirt, like a short sleeve shirt or whatever, but um, usually with leather over the short sleeve. But I've never driven. I've never ridden a bike in a pair of shorts. And I think I can count on one hand how many times I've ridden a bike with a pair of sneakers on, pair of running shoes on. I just don't do that either. Dirt bike, give him a chance. Give Tolga a chance. You got to remember, it's where I am right now. It's 10 to 6. He's I think Tolga is 6 hours ahead of us, so it's close to midnight. So if Tolga's not in bed, which would be really rare anyway, I don't think that guy sleeps. I think he's the Turkish vampire. So would I, hooligan. So would I. So would I. I would rather be sweaty, or I'd rather be a little uncomfortable, but be well protected. Riding around with shorts and a pair of socks, or I laugh when I see these guys. Right, the guy's got a tank top on, a pair of shorts, and a pair of running shoes with no socks. He's wearing a pair of Vans with no socks. I'm like, yeah, you're just begging for it. You're just begging for it. You must like road rash. Trust me, I know what road rash feels like. I know, like what? I'm not repeating that. Yeah, 2-4, me too. I always had a good pair of boots. I always wore jeans, um, and I most of the time I'd have leathers over top. Very rarely did I just believe me. You go down with a pair of jeans, uh, jean material as it slides, and it melts, and it will melt into your skin just like cotton will. It'll melt right into your skin, and they'll be pulling pieces of charred jean out of your legs or your ass or your hips or trust me. Hoop rash, I don't know about that, what that is. That's what Brian gets a bad case of flaming hoop rash after a night of Mexican. Yeah, Dawn, I agree. I absolutely agree. The fastest way to get rid of a tattoo, dump your bike. Dump your bike. Mind you, I don't have any tats on my ass or my legs or my hips or even down the sides of my back. Everything's on my arms. Nothing in my nether regions. I've never had that desire yet. I've seen somebody getting it done, and I saw how uncomfortable that was. I've seen a guy getting it done in his middle. What are you going to call that? Your midsection, your nether regions, your privates, or I've seen a guy getting it done, and I've seen a woman getting it done, and in both cases, neither of them were overly happy while it was getting done, and so I just have not wanted to do that. Miss Thomas, ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Thomas Trucking is in the house. Please say hello. Show some love to Shannon. Do me a favor, guys. Well, hit the like button. Um, we did that first live we did this afternoon. Had 12,000 views and 37 likes. Like we got to do better than that. We gotta do better than that. Brianna, hit the like button. I just turned around and told my daughter, hit the like button. You can't do. She goes, I just can't do it. I'm telling you, eh? Kids these days. I raised you better than that. I don't even. She's like, whatever. You don't even know what a computer is, and she's not wrong. I can spell computer. I know how to open the computer. I think with Dara's computer, I even know how to turn it on. Um, I can never remember the damn password. It's been the same password for 10 years. I still don't know 'em. Still can't remember it. That's how often I use it, right? So, yeah, please do me the favor. Hit the like button just once. Caress it. Stroke it. Be nice to it. Oh, oh, Shannon, it was great. It was Shannon. Let me tell you, I love my in-laws, and believe it or not, my in-laws love me. There's the car you that passed us. That's an Accord. He's got the aftermarket tail lights and all the shit on it. Everything on that thing is aftermarket. My in-laws are fantastic. My mother-in-law is the bomb, and from the first day that I came, Dar dragged me home with my fresh haircut and highlighted tipped fucking hair. Up until this day, they've taken me under their wing. They've loved me. They treat me like gold. My in-laws take better care of me and love me probably more than my own parents do. And in return, I absolutely adore both of my in-laws. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law is my best bud. I love him more than anything in the world. Um, I can't speak enough. I don't have the words to express how I feel about these people because they are that good of people. That's how good these people are, and that is how much I love them. And so when we get to go there, or when they come to our house, it is always special for us. Um, and the meals, of course, Dara's mom. I swear to God, you know, I'd like to say she's the little gray-haired granny that puts out a spread, but she's not a gray hair. She's got less gray hair than I do for crying out loud. And let me tell you, the woman, she can put out a spread like she put out today for dinner, and she makes it look so easy. She really makes it look so easy. And it's so much food, and she just oh, but she sent, and that's the beautiful thing. Eh? We know that cooler that we brought with us. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Guess what's in that cooler? Bry's eating turkey and stuffing and potatoes for the rest of the week. Mind you, I'm full right now. I may not be able to. Whoo! Let me tell you. I'm sitting here. I've got my seat all the way back, like I said on the first live, but now I've actually got the seat sitting back, like I'm laying. I'm laying down so that my tummy isn't pushing too hard on the belt buckle. Oh, uncomfortable, uncomfortable. Hold on a minute. Let me get a mouthful of coffee here. Oh, damn, that's good coffee. It's shit coffee. Don't get me wrong. Tim Hortons is garbage coffee, but it's the best garbage coffee out of all the garbage coffees. It's not even good coffee. It's not like it's Cuban or Dominican or Colombian. I still think the Colombians and the Cubans have the best coffee. We go to Cuba. I live on coffee and cigars when we go to Cuba. Absolutely love it. It is so good. Keep going, people. Like button, please. 13. Keep going. Whew. There we go. I think you know what it is. I'm waiting for that one more burp, and I just might. I just think, hey, I'm I'm not keeping it to myself. What's a good burp if you can't share it amongst your family? I'll roll these windows up and lock them, and you guys will really be in shit. Oh, let me tell you. Oh, Sterling, really? Malibu mango, and now. uh, Timmy's taste like they put put cigarette butts in it. You're not wrong. When you compare it to like if you go to an authentic like coffee shop and you get like real Colombian or real Cuban or like even Dominican, when you get real coffee like that, um, yeah, you're right, Don. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Whenever we go down, I don't think. Well, I know we don't have any left, but the whole family will go down to Cuba and we will literally everybody's bringing back like in their suitcases everybody's bringing back like a bag of coffee beans from Cuba. um, and we try to ration it out as long as we can while we're home. It doesn't always work out that well because it's so damn good. Oh, there's one more. Sorry, Dar. Not really. Oh, one more. We need one more. Oh, I tell you, I do. I really do. I need one more really good burp, and I think I'm good for the ride home. That was Dar. Anybody hear that? Tell me you guys heard that. Please tell me that you guys heard that. Somebody heard that. Curtis, you heard that, right? Because everybody's going to go, oh, yeah, bullshit, Brian. That was you. Curtis is the only one that'll back up and say, nope, that was Dar. Oh, you really did you have to blow that at me? Thank you, Delish. That was nice. Oh, fuck off, Brianna. You did not. Are you listening back there? Like, do you have she's got her earbuds in, so she's actually listening to me talk. So she just heard me tell her to fuck off. Oops. It's okay. Guys, she's 25. I can tell my 25-year-old daughter to go fuck herself anytime. Plays on the freeway, brother. You missed the live the other day. I saw your comment. How the hell did you miss a 6-hour live? You missed our live this morning, the drive up here. I'm glad you're here, brother. It's not the same without you, freeway. It's not. Hot box the car with burps and farts. Oh, brother, if I thought I could do it and get away with it, I would. But Dar would have me walking home, and it's a long walk, mind you. I'm in. Well, not quite yet. We're not quite in the Toronto area yet. We're just north of Toronto on the 400 here. In about 15 minutes, we'll be in the Jane Finch area of Toronto, northern Toronto, be like North York, which is sort of kind of like my backyard. Um, it wouldn't be a bad thing if I got stranded out here. I'd probably be all right. I'd have to stand on the side of the road and hitchhike to get down there if she threw me out here. But not too bad. Actually, what time is it? Do you think the city would be worth going through the city, or should we take the toll road? Brianna's yelling, take the quickest way. But are you paying the toll? Well, then shut the fuck up. Jeez. Well, here's the thing, guys. Yeah, whatever. Here's the thing about the toll roads in Ontario. Okay, the toll road starts in Hamilton. The 407 starts in Hamilton, Ontario, and goes out to Whitby. So it's approximately 45 miles long. And it's what does it cost us? About $70 if you go from the toll beginning to end. Yeah, depending on the time of day, you're looking at $70 to go 45 miles. Guys, I can run the I-90. I can run the 90, the toll from the PA line all the way to Buffalo, get off, then the toll road stops through Buffalo, and then it picks up again on the other side of Buffalo, all the way to Syracuse, all the way to Albany for less than $70. And that's got to be 300 miles, right? That's got to be 300 miles for less than $70. And yet it costs $70 to run 45 miles on a toll road up here. Like, that is insane. Talk about a cash grab. Like, when we came up here, we were on the toll road, and we were only a toll road for about not even 20 miles. I guarantee you, that's a $45 charge on that toll road. And if you do that both ways, you're at $90. So you're at $90 plus gas to go visit grandma. It's a damn good thing. Grandma puts out candies in her little candy jars, and grandma cooks like hell because puts out a mean meal. It's worth the whole $90, let me tell you. But then your daughter's sitting in the back seat going, "Yeah, take the toll road, Dad. Yeah, take the toll road. Yeah." You break out the debit card, kid. You know? No, no, no. I'm not paying for it. Well, fuck, you can sit on the roof then. In a car. I can take my truck, 2-4. I'm talking about the toll road in the US on the 90. That's a truck, right? 18 wheels, truck and trailer, 5 axles from the PA line in New York and PA line all the way to Albany for less than what it cost me to go 45 miles in a car, dude. If you took a big truck onto the 407 toll, oh, dude, I'd be selling my daughter in the back seat. She'd be standing on the corner and I'd be going, "Hello, hey, mister." Crybaby Brian, listen, listen to you, Curdy. Yeah, you're making the big bucks now, there, Junior. You're making the big bucks there, Junior. Step up and pay my toll for me, Curtis, and I'll take the toll road. It's just not worth it. I'm telling you, man, it's just not worth it. It is worth it. It is worth it because now, of course, now you're tired and you just want to get the fuck home. So it's like, you'll pay anything just to get home. I think they know that too, right? They've got the entrance for the 407 right at the very top of Toronto, so it takes you up and around the top of the city. 4 minutes to Finch, 10 minutes to 401. All right, we'll see. Oh, there's a Bass Pro Shop. Oh, I love that store. I love believe it or not, right here where we're sitting right here, this is where the Toronto portion of the convoy headed out from. This is where we started the convoy from, the Toronto portion. The guys that came from out west came in, and they hooked up with us here, and then we went from here up to Ottawa. So, little bit of history for you. Little bit of history for you. The problem is, Houdini, sometimes it doesn't just take a few more minutes. When you're dealing with Toronto, it's a crapshoot. If it works out for you, you'll skate right through the city, depending on the time and everything like that. That's why I was asking Dar about the time. But if it doesn't work out for you, it's not just a few more minutes. Like you're in excess of just a couple of minutes, bud. It is ridiculous. Honestly, absolutely ridiculous what it could possibly with the time. It's there's no. It could be 5 minutes or 10. No, you could be upwards of an hour, hour and a half, depending on the time of day. I've taken 4 hours to get from Milton, Ontario. Like this to you guys, this means nothing. But it's taken me 4 hours to get from Milton, Ontario to Whitby. And here comes the traffic, and there's the 407 cutoff. I went, no, I'm not paying the toll. Let's take the city, but we'll see if this pays off. This could be a goddamn 8-hour live. Philly's the same. Houdini, you're right. Philly's the same. When you come down the 476 down to the 76, you always got to make that. You always got to make that decision. Do I get off at the 76, or do I take the 476 straight down to the 95? It's a crapshoot either way, right? The 95, if you're going, depending on where you're going, right? The 95 is a few miles longer, but it could save you, 30 minutes in time. Depending on the time of the day. Usually, when I'm going down and I've got to go through Philly, I'm going through later at night. We're talking 8, 9 o'clock at night. So I get off. I get off the 476. I come down. I get off at the 76, and by about 9 o'clock, 8, 7, 8, 9 o'clock by there. If you're there at 7 o'clock, you're picking up the tail end traffic. But by the time you get 8 or 9 o'clock, you can usually skate down through. There it is. That's the one we were waiting for. Whew. Brianna's in the back trying not to puke. Toronto population 2,795,000. 2,795,000. I guarantee you that sign's wrong. That's got to be over 300,000 with all the all the immigrants Trudeau's brought in. This is where they're all at. Yeah, that was Dar. That wasn't me. If you hear a fart, that's Dar too. Oh, yeah, yeah, Houdini. We're talking Toronto here. You take the 611. I don't. I don't. Yeah, well, Houdini, I don't pay for tolls, right? Even in the truck, in the big truck, I don't pay for tolls. Part of my contract was that I get a transponder. Um, all the owner operators of my company they do. Um, we all get a transponder, and we do not pay tolls. I don't pay tolls. I don't pay border crossings. I don't pay any of that. That's all eaten by the company, and that's part of our contract. So, do I have any problem running the 476? No. Do I have any problem running any of the toll roads? No. If a toll road's going to save me 15 minutes, I'm taking a toll road. I don't go out of my way to take them. If I'm good for time and traffic's fine, I'll save the company a few bucks, right? I'll save the company a few bucks. I don't have to take it if I don't have to take a toll road, I don't. But for the most part, if I can, I will. Uh-oh. Dar just put her phone down and she took her glasses off and put her phone down. She put her head back. She's succumbing to the turkey. She's succumbing to the turkey. What is that? What's that? What's that? What is it that's in turkey that makes you sleepy? Yeah, see, she just picked up her phone real fast when I said that. There's that protein that's in that's in turkey that well, there's an enzyme or whatever in a turkey that makes you sleepy. Dar's googling it. 16 minutes to 4:04, 19 minutes to 4:27, 14 minutes to QA. So we're not doing too bad. Those times are okay. Trip to Vienna, thanks. You want to go to Vienna? Tryptophan. Thank you. Tryptophan. It's not tryptophan. Tryptophan. Thank you, Nick. Oh, look at that. Nick Earl. Boom. Nick Earl's in the house and he's laying it down. Tryptophan. Salmonella. No, it was cooked properly. We don't have to worry about salmonella. Actually, we got to get in this lane over here to make this ramp. But it looks like we's coming to a stop. All I see is brake lights. All right, which one of you idiots told me to take the highway and not take the toll road? We're gonna blame Houdini. We're gonna blame Houdini for this one. In the back, yeah. This thing needs new brakes on the back. Why don't you just sit back and let the tryptophan do its thing there, Dar? Okay. Turn your phone off. Put your head back. Take a trip on the Tryptophan Express. What she doesn't know, I gave her 2 tranks. there's 2 tranks in her stuffing. Yeah. Blame Brianna for that. Yeah, Curtis. Yeah, whatever. Eat shit, Curtis. Look at what? You can't even see over that. You cannot see over. You can't see over the medium. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Brianna said 407. I didn't hear her. I didn't hear her. Women fart when they sleep. Keep her awake. Oh, if I got a story for you, Sterling, about women farting, I'm gonna tell you sometime when Dar's not around. I can't. I can't tell. I can't tell. You want me to tell it while you're? Don't. I hate that highway. What is it with you fuckers? Now Brianna's in the back burping. Like I'm gonna catch hell for all of these. Thanks. Curtis, I heard her say 401 as well. Yeah, look at this. I gotta roll a window down. Dar just burped. Brianna just burped. The first one of you to lift your cheek and sneak one out, I fucking swear, both of you, you'll be thumbing it. At least it's not bumper to bumper. Well, what do you call this, Karen? Let me sip a bourbon. Proceed to fart stories. You know what, Sterling? I'm in traffic right now, which means I'm going slow enough that if I told you the fart story about Dar, I will probably take a right cross to the mouth because it's not like we'll get in a car accident. But I'm going to tell you anyway, okay? Sterling wants the Dar fart story. I'm not on a huge live. There's only 53 people in here. It's not huge. No, that's the second. That's another fart story. I'm not telling them that one. That'll make people puke. Somebody will throw up if I tell them that story. I was going to tell them the very first one. Yeah. Yeah. Dar has a few fart stories, but I won't tell you the second one. I'll tell you the first one because it's all fair in love and war. So Dar and I had just got together. We had just got together. We'd known each other for years, but we'd just started dating. And I guess you could say we were just starting to get serious. And we were at my place, and Dar decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna spend the night. And I being the gentleman I was, I looked at her and I said, are you sure you want to do this and take this step? And she was like, I don't know, but yes, okay. So I'm really just trying to play this up. But anyway, so we go to bed. It's time for bed. Like we're both working at the same company. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second here. I got to play with this because we got to go over 3 fucking lanes here. Um, so we get into bed and we're all showered up and nice and clean. And of course, what do you do when you're all showered up and you're nice and clean and you're both in bed and you both forgot to put your pajamas on? Well, you might get intimate, right? So you get a little intimate and you take care of that, right? And once you're done, what happens? Well, then you get a little sleepy, you cuddle in, you do a little talking, but then you fall asleep, right? So I'm falling asleep, Dar's falling asleep, and Dar's laying on her tummy and she's all tucked in and she's all nice and sleep and she's just about asleep and like the room is quiet and all I hear is it wasn't a small one. Sorry guys, a tugboat came through the bedroom. It was okay, it was a small tugboat, but it was a tugboat. Okay, don't anyway, so Dar is so embarrassed, right? Because remember, we've just started to hook up. She's really, really embarrassed. She doesn't know whether I'm awake or I'm asleep because there's been a couple of minutes where we've been really quiet. And just out of nowhere, I just went, oops. That's all I said. Oops. Right? Well, of course, she cracks up and starts fucking laughing. Just starts howling. So I was that what was that, the second or third time that we had slept together? The very first, actually, the very first time. The very first time I slept with this woman, which I don't know if that's a feather in my cap. If you can bang a woman so well that she'll fucking fall asleep, and as she's falling asleep, she farts. Like that's, you're right. You're right. Thanks, hooligan. Casanova, Captain Smooth. Well, there you go. Casanova's patting himself on the back because if you can rail a woman so well that she's farting as she's falling asleep, that is a good job. Brian did a good job. Brian put Dar to sleep. So that's the good fart story. That's the good fart story. Sterling, the other fart story, unfortunately, will have to wait till I come down there, and that it'll be a face to face. It'll have to be a face to face. That's not something I'm putting on here. I'm not putting on here. No, it wasn't a queefing story. No queefing story from Dar about Dar. No, she's saying no. I don't actually queef. No, she doesn't queef. We have a daughter in the backseat gagging. You're absolutely puking her fucking brains out. It's like, oh my god, Dar the queef machine. You're living dangerously there, Curtis. Just remember, she can get. You know how close we are to you right now? She can get you from here, Curdy. No, no queefing. But God, can that woman fart? All right, all right. Dar's sitting there going, imagine if I hope my mom's not listening to this. My mother-in-law, occasionally, she doesn't say anything, but she'll sit and just I don't know why she listens. I think she's more interested in watching what's being said in the chat than what I'm saying. But I think my mother-in-law would actually. I don't think my mother-in-law would be too appalled. Horrible farts. I just got paid $22 to tell the horrible fart story. Dar's cringing. I got to do it. Okay. Some of you guys may want to turn this one off. May want to. You may not want to listen to this one. Okay. So this is not early in our relationship. This is only what, a couple of years ago. We were living in the house we're in now, right? So this is within the last 4 years. So Dar's in the shower, and I'm sitting on the end of the bed. I've already I'm just wearing a pair of I think I was wearing a pair of shorts, no shirt, no nothing like that. and Dara's in the shower, and I guess for somehow or another, I guess she was in the shower. She had to fart. Well, she decided she didn't want to do it in the shower. She rips the shower curtain open, opens the bathroom door, runs over to the bed, jumps on the bed. I don't know what the fuck she's doing because I'm looking at my phone. No, I was putting on my socks. She jumps on the bed and before I can move, presses her bare wet hoop against my back and drops a like a again a on my back. A wet bare hoop on my back. I shit you not, and I use the word shit loosely. No, she didn't shit, but I'm just telling you, there is no feel. I, 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 I can't even fucking talk, even describing it. There is no feeling in the world that I can compare that to than having somebody put their bare ass and spread their cheeks and press their asshole up against my back and fart like that hot wind. Ugh. Oh, that did my dinner's coming up. This ain't working well. It there are very few things in my life that I've actually like I've seen some horrible things. I've seen a guy step out from in front of a shunt truck or in front of a trailer and get splattered by a fucking shunt truck. I've seen his brains all over. I've seen some gross shit. But having somebody put their bare wet asshole against my back and fart, ugh, I mean, that one hurt. And how do you trump that? How do you trump that? I could, and it is true love, Sterling, because I'm still here. I'm still here. You know, any other man would have been filing divorce. Any other man would have been filing for divorce. Okay, that would exactly 2-4. Yeah, I've seen people that have done less than that have gotten divorced. Oh my good lord. Yeah, Karen, the only thing is Dar's not spilling them. You want to know that? You can put a $22 super chat up there. Otherwise, nothing gets spilled. The first one was just a teaser. The second one, Sterling, sorry. I hope you got your 22 bucks worth, brother. Because I'm sitting here with a fucking grossed out stomach reliving this. Ugh. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, nothing says sexy having your naked woman jump out of the shower. If she'd have thrown herself on the bed and said, "Okay, boy, get at it," it wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't have happened. Hey, Newell, how the hell are you, man? Thanks for coming back. You missed us this morning. We were live this morning. But thanks for hanging out with us this afternoon, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, nothing says true love. Oh, I knew I had a keeper there. I knew I had a keeper there when it took all the years of living with Dar, but when she did that, I called my mom and said, "Mom, I got to keep this one. I'm so glad I married this one." Oh, okay. I just took a mouthful of coffee. I had to settle my stomach down. Okay. Besides, what secrets have you got that you can spill on me? You got a few. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Sterling's telling a story, but unfortunately, buddy, in traffic right now, I can't. I can't. Did you lose the eyebrows, or were you able to hang on to them? Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. That's horrible. That's pretty nasty. I don't know how we got on to fart stories, gross fart stories. I think it was But I think, yeah, I started burping. The next thing you know, we're talking gross fart stories. We got to change the subject. We really got to change the subject. This is a rough day. Dar's taking a beating here. Two stories. Uh, I'm totally innocent. Well, she did warn you, Sterling. I've learned. All right, I've learned. When my woman says, "Don't do that," or "Don't squeeze," or "Don't," I don't. I learned. You know, when you're having a little bit of a tickle fight or something, and she goes, "No, no, stop, stop. I'm warning you." I stop. I stop most of the time. Although Dar is very ticklish, so it doesn't take a lot to get her. Oh, hooligan, you got the traffic for me? Let's go. Actually, with this car here, I technically can turn it on. I can turn all the systems on. I don't turn them on, but this car comes with all the driving assist systems. I could literally turn this car on and let go of the steering wheel. And on this highway here, it would take me probably all the way home. I don't put that kind of faith in in the technology, but this car has it all. I could if I wanted to, but I do appreciate, hooligan, you taking care of traffic for me. Keep your eyes open. The cops down here are still driving black and whites, and they're all driving SUVs. They're driving Ford Exploders. For the most part, they're driving Ford Exploders. Well, here comes a Dodge Charger. He's in a hurry. I'm doing 75 mile an hour, and he's got somewhere to go. He's in a hurry to hit his brakes and slow down. Atta boy. He's got an ice cream cake in his trunk. You ain't never rode with me in traffic. Hang on. No, Evan, I've never rode with you anywhere. I'm looking forward to it one day, though. I am looking forward to it one day. Whether it be in your state, my province, or any other place in between, I'd be more than happy to ride with you. I'll even follow you, man. You just go and I'll follow you. Same with Sterling. I'm gonna ride one day with Sterling. I'm just not riding behind you, hooligan, after a Taco Bell. If you had a Taco Bell night the night, I'm not riding behind you. Um, I don't like, for the most part, I don't like a big windscreen on my bikes. So if you've had a bad Taco Bell night and you're shorting out your leathers, I'm not sitting behind you on that. So technically we're in Toronto. You guys can't see it. And I'm not going to grab the phone, but the actual downtown Toronto is just off to our right. It's like where the CN Tower is. Like the downtown core is off to our right. It's about 10 miles down the off to the right. You really don't need to see it. If you want to see what Toronto looks like, fucking Google it. The pictures are more flattering than the real thing. Until you get downtown. Till you get downtown. Snore Rider's in the house. There's the man. Been missing the old Snore Rider. Bet you he's got some fart stories. Let me tell you. Mr. Ryder, thank you for sexy chubby mom is snoring. Is she? How many she got in there, Sterling? Or Snore Rider? How many she got in there? She's probably got like 385 in there. I checked just before I left. I was just going through them, and she was there. She had like 385 people watching her sleep. Is she wearing her? Is she still? I think she was wearing like elephant jammies or something like that. Sorry, here, just making coffee. If I'd have known, Karen, I'd have stopped in. We were damn near in your neck of the woods. She's got 67 in there, eh? She's got 67 people in there watching her sleep. Good Lord Almighty. Well, there's 73 of you in here. Do me a favor, hit the like. 73 of yous. I know damn well 73 of yous ain't going to hit the like, but those of you that haven't done it, hit the like button, please. There you go. There's the Snow Rider channel. You guys throw your channels up. Sterling, throw both your channels up. Hooligan, throw your channel link up. Anybody that's got one? Shannon, if you're still in here, throw your channel up, please. We want everybody channels. Oh, I know, eh? 67 people watching you sleep. That's okay. Dude, she's had over 300 before watching her sleep. And it's not even anything fantastic. I'm telling you. Yeah, Curtis is the type of guy that hit the like button twice. You're right. You're right, Nick. Well, Curtis is, you got to remember, Nick, Curtis falls into like the special needs department, right? Oh, that's okay. Come on over. At least he signaled, you know. Curtis falls into the special needs department, right? You know, he counts, to count to 10, he needs both fingers. To count to 20, he needs to take off his shoes and socks. To count to 21, he has to take off his underwear. So you got to cut him a break there. Okay? You got to cut him a break. You hit the like button to hit 19. Paul, appreciate that. Thank you very much. Exactly. Everybody, you know what? Listen to Paul. Obviously, the man has good taste, knows what the hell he's talking about. He's a man of the world, very wise. Listen to Paul. If we can't listen to Paul, who can we listen to? Don't fuck, for God's sake, don't, you ain't listening to me. Lord, thunder and Jesus thereby. That was for you, 2-4. That was for you. Lord, thunder and Jesus thereby. Brianna, did you like it yet? Oh, hell no. She probably hit it 7 times. Nope. Thumbs down, she said. Thumbs down. Finally, it got warm enough today for the Harley guy to ride. How far did he go? And how was his ride? Good ride? I'm a truck driver as you are. Oh, Paul. I'm glad to hear that. So let's have a little chat, Paul. Just you and me. There's nobody else around. Nobody's listening anyway, so it's just you and I. You drive an OTR? How many years you've been going? I think, Paul, I'm not 100% sure. I think you've been here before. I'm not 100% sure, but I recognize it's Paul Bunyan. It's kind of one of those, if you've seen it before. I think you've been in here before. But if you haven't, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you being here. Unfortunately, I am not in a truck right now. I'm in my wife's Honda Civic. So I'm not trucking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have. I know I've seen you. But yeah, I'm not in the big truck right now. I'm one of the mortals, the mere mortals down here on Earth, sitting in a Honda Civic Sport with my ass dragging on the ground. Glad to have you here, though. The red hood gave it away. Yeah, yeah. My truck is blue. Believe me, I wouldn't drive a truck this red. You kidding? Can you throw a wrench on Paul, Dar? One of those cagers. Sorry, you know what, hooligan? If you've been saying something else, I kind of missed it. Like I said, being in a car is a lot different than obviously being in a truck when you're in traffic. So I'm only catching maybe every second, third comment running through. The only reason Paul stood out is because he wasn't blue. We hadn't put our hands around his neck and strangled him yet. So I love red and black. Red and black looks good on a car. Red and black actually looks good. If you look at the new Dodge TRX, they have a red and black edition. Looks really good. Red and black on a motorcycle looks good. Yeah, those two work out really well. If you look at a red truck, I like I don't really like a red truck, but if you had a red truck that's been blacked out, right? So you got the red truck, like the cab and the sleeper are red, but then say you got the blacked out visor, the black rims, the black, steps, the black everything that's chrome on it would be blacked out. That looks good. That looks really, really good. She currently has 87. Yeah, a sleeping woman has 87 likes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. What does a guy got to do to get liked around here? You know what? That's it. That's it, you fuckers. When I get home. I'm leaving the stream on. I'm going into the spare room. I'm gonna put the bed on, or I'm gonna put the phone on the stand. I'm going to bed, and I'm not putting pajamas on. I'm gonna sit there in my underwear, and you guys are gonna watch it. And I do fart, I snore, I laugh, I giggle, I talk in my sleep. So what? You guys will get to see my dogs and my cats, and I've just driven trucks for a while, but recently just began OTR. Well, keep on it, son. Keep on it. It's not for everybody. Hopefully, it is up your alley, and it's. I found that most successful OTR drivers are people that come into this business that want to get it. And I don't mean owner operator. I just mean truck drivers in general. There's something a little off about them. There's something in their DNA, or there's something in their and just the way they're thinking. There's one little corner of their brain that just doesn't quite work right, and they become really good truck drivers. So hopefully, hopefully you're one of those. Hopefully there's something a little twisted about you, and this is one of those industries that you've decided to come into, and you grab hold of it and you go. Just remember, Paul, though this isn't a job, it isn't a career. It is 100%. I believe it when the old guys told me, and I believe it today. This is a lifestyle. If you're an OTR driver, it's a lifestyle. Yes, it's your job, and yes, you're having a trucking career, but at the end of the day, it's a lifestyle. You go ahead and ask Sterling, ask Snore Rider, go ask anybody else in here that's a long time, or even a couple of years OTR driver. It's a lifestyle. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. That one. That wasn't no. That wasn't Dar. That one's all on me, guys. I apologize. Like I said in the live stream this morning, when you bounce up and down the highway with your ass as low to the ground and with no soft, this thing's got a really hard suspension in it, and it unfortunately it's not like this one's a 2019, 2020 or 2019, and unfortunately you can't just hit the button and do the sport, uh, or then you can hit the button again and you get like cruise or touring, or this thing is a real hard solid suspension in it. It handles like a mother, it really does, right? This thing will go around corners like you've never seen, but it's a rough ride. It's not, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not designed for long distance hauling ass. It's a great, well, Dar's going, I don't mind it, of course. For someone like me, this is good for, it's a good grocery getter. It's good for going into the city, right? Because small and everything like that. But this thing's not built for like going long distances. The motor is obviously the motor is great for that. These 2 liter fucking 4-cylinder engines, these things are awesome, and it's great on gas. But other than that, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, that's good. You gonna were you? Go ahead. I dare you to do it. Sterling, there's something coming your way. Check your phone in a minute. Are you gonna email it to him or text it to him? You don't have his phone number? Oh, I can't get it. It's on my phone. Dar likes her boobs to jiggle. Brian's eyeballs fall out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Like, that's what you're emailing him? Get ready, Sterling. It's yeah, Sterling saying I'll send you something. Yeah. Relax, dude. She's got her clothes on, right? We don't do that with the Dar only gets naked in the vehicle when there's no children in the car. Boobs, yeah, Houdini, I agree. Boobs are good. You can't go wrong with boobs. You don't go wrong with jiggling boobs. I'll happily take another 9 eye surgeries to watch jiggling boobs. Tom Bryan, good evening from the UK. It's nighttime there, isn't it? So it's 6:45 here. So I think you're close to midnight there, are you not, Mr. Murray? I think you are. Oh, yo, keep it PG in the front. Yeah, we're keeping it PG. You're good. Don't you worry. Mom's not ripping her shirt off. Don't you worry. Besides, you can close your eyes. 10:45 in Great Britain. Well, I'll tell you what, Tom, you're the first. I think you're our first Brit today. I think you're our first Brit. We don't have Tolga from Turkey. He hasn't checked in yet. Robert Tyke has not checked in yet. Nomadic hasn't checked in yet. Who's our other Brit? Nerd. He hasn't checked in yet. Yeah, Nerd checked in earlier, but he's not here now. So Tom Bryan, you're holding down the British contingency here. You're it, brother. Do them proud. Do them proud. We expect you to be drinking at least one Guinness every 5 minutes for the first 35 minutes, and then one every 8 minutes after that. Okay. On your last live, you were in Brazil. Good God, you do get around. I'm on JD, pal. Atta boy. Well, you and I are friends. You and I are now close, very good, close personal friends because I can't drink JD anymore. I can't drink Jim Beam anymore, but I can live vicariously through you, Tom. If you want to drink it, I'll sit and watch you all day long. I got back from a ride and enchiladas. I'm not sitting behind you. I'm not sitting behind you while you're eating enchiladas. Did Sterling send you some shit? Oh, Sterling's over there on the chubby mummy thing, whatever, making comments to her. Dar thinks, hey, Sterling, where you get your spank material from is entirely up to you, buddy. We already know where the bar is set for you, Sterling, so we don't have to worry about that, eh? There's no bar there. You got me some wild turkey here as well. Whoo! You looking for some gut rot? You're looking for some gut rot. Wang! You're looking for some gut rot, I think. Wild turkey was what I drank in a pinch, right? I was a Jim Beam guy, and I was a JD. It would be Jim Beam, no Jim Beam, it would be JD. And then if there was no JD, which was very rare that I couldn't get either of those, then Tom, it would be a wild turkey night. But wild turkey, oh, that hurt my gut something bad. Ugh, ugh. Wild turkey was not friendly. It wasn't user friendly. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Now we're starting to feel good. Checkpoints are out. I need to be careful. Yeah, all of you guys that are driving tonight, be careful. There's a cop on every corner down here right now. Jim Beam Red Stag usually my go-to. You know what? They didn't have that. Like Tom, I quit drinking 31 years ago. So back when I quit drinking, there was none of these. other flavors, right? Like Jim Beam has what I think four, I don't know how many now, 4 or 5. I know Jack Daniels has 4 or 5 different flavors, the honey, all that kind of shit. Back then, it was just Jim Beam. It was just Jack Daniels. There was nothing else, and it's probably just as well because like I said, it's a good thing I quit drinking. The cocaine was killing me faster than the booze was, but let me tell you, I very rarely did I do one without the other. Very rarely. Is that scale? Look at that. That scale's open. I just when those lights came on, I just about threw my signal on to jump over into the left lane or the right lane there and pull in. I should go. You guys want to go through the scale? See the look on the scale. See the on the guy on the MTO. What the fuck's he doing? Well, there's 3 people in a Honda Civic. It's got to be overweight. Mind you, what the hell am I thinking? You can go into Brampton and you see 24 people in a Honda Civic, and they all fit. Cherry Jim Beam. Oh, Tom, no. You see, to me, now that's alcohol abuse. I'm an alcoholic. Okay, I'm a recovered alcoholic, but I'm still an alcoholic. That to me is alcohol abuse. Adding cherries or like like you see people they'll drink like a what do you call that? Like a Caesar, and it's got like fruit, like an orange, a celery stick, a piece of bacon, an olive. Like, what are you doing? Putting a fucking salad in a drink? Tomato juice or clamato juice? That to me is alcohol abuse. Give me the alcohol. All right, I'm bang for buck, baby. I want just give me the alcohol. Jim Beam, straight up, no mix, nothing. A glass, okay, if you want me to be civilized, but I don't even need the glass. Just give me the bottle and get out of the way. And shut your mouth. Don't irritate me. And so on and so forth. Gut rot down home was Moody Blue. I never heard of that, Karen. What the hell was Moody Blue? Well, you're from the East Coast, so you obviously you probably grew up you know what Screech was, right? Out on the East Coast there, right? Being an East Coaster, you know what Screech was, which would be, I guess, the equivalent version of what moonshine was before it came legalized. So, Karen, obviously know what Screech was. I would imagine as a young woman, you got out once in a while, you know, got to tear up the big old town of Halifax or whatever area you lived around. If you were in New Brunswick, you were probably tearing up the big old town of Moncton. Got into the old Screech, had the police escort home. Typical good shit like that. What? Typical good shit like that. Moody Blue was an Elvis song. I think you're thinking of Blue Lagoon, wasn't it? Blue Lagoon? Although that's a drink. I think that's Blue Lagoon is like what a Blue Curacao. I don't know. Fuck it was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. It was blue, I can tell you that. I think you're thinking of Blue Lagoon. Nope, I was bad and never got caught. Well, you definitely trumped me. I was caught a few times, usually with my hand in the cookie jar, if you know what I'm talking about. Moody Blue was a real Elvis song. Okay, you know what, hooligan? Not that I'm in a position to Google it, but I I grew up listening to Elvis. My parents were both huge Elvis fans, especially my mother, of course. Um, so I don't mind every once in a while. I won't sit there and listen to it. I won't have like 3 hours of Elvis on my phone. But I got no problem with listening to Elvis. I every once in a while with the Sirius satellite, I'll switch over to the Elvis Presley channel. Jackie Blue by the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Yeah, good song. Look at Hooligan. They just pulling him right out of his ass. Good job. Was never a wine drinker. Oh no, I never drank wine. Now don't get me wrong. If it was all that was left, I would drink it because it had alcohol in it. But I wouldn't go like if we went out for a night, you wouldn't see me sitting down at the dinner table or going out for a dinner. You wouldn't see me sit down if everybody's ordering a nice glass of wine with their dinner. No, no, we're not drinking wine. We never drank wine. If I want to ingest that much sugar and that much sweetness, no. Red lady always has Elvis nearby. Well, you know what they say, Sterling. Sometimes a woman needs help to get into the mood. They're just saying, dude. Just saying. It was maple shine too. That Canadian moonshine shit that you guys all bought, that you and Curtis, that you and Brianna bought, and you and Brianna and what the hell was his name? My I can't remember his name anyway. But that shit that you guys all drank, that moonshine, that wasn't real moonshine. That was camel piss. I never drank it, but I could tell the minute I got the cap off and sniffed it. Well, I bought 2 liters of Brazilian sugarcane moonshine back with me. Oh, attaboy. You plan to do some damage or what? Now, Tom, do you drink that straight? I only drank wine with Michael Jackson. Don't be jealous. Oh God, Sterling, something wrong with you. You know what? Just there's something like when you're laying on next time you're laying on the couch and you're talking to the doctor, explain that to her, please, or him. There's something just not right. I'm telling you. There is not a single piece of Michael Jackson's music on my phone anywhere. So like, Michael Jackson had to quit the Boy Scouts. He was up to a pack a day. Oh, oh, Henry, how the hell are you, man? Hello, man. You walked in right at the right at the weird. This is the weird time. you know, we try to start the lives off. We're talking trucking. We're talking about trucks. Then we go to Dar's fart stories, and now we're talking about whatever. Thanks for coming in, Henry. Thanks for the hello. Appreciate it. Hit the like button if you don't mind, Henry. And I'd appreciate that too. Stick around, man. You just don't know what is going to be said. And if you're up to the conversation, feel free, Henry, to jump in here anytime. Say what you got to say. Get it off your chest. share share with the world. What Henry is all about. Uh, Sterling is going to need the dolls. Yeah, exactly. The doctor is going to be going, now show me where they touched you. Yeah. Well, that's why Sterling keeps his head shaved, right? Because if he goes into the doctor and they see him with hair and they'll notice his hair is parted dead center down the middle, they'll know exactly what happened to him. it was uh, it was always a pain in the ass to visit Michael Jackson. Well, I never went to the Neverland Ranch. Never seen it. Nope. Blue Bayou. That was Linda Ronstadt, wasn't it? Linda Ronstadt did Blue Bayou. I'm coming back someday. Yeah, I think that was Linda Ronstadt, if I'm not mistaken. Ask Hooligan. Hooligan will be able to verify that for me. Hooligan's the local is our channel music expert. There you go. Linda Ronstadt, Blue Bayou. I think I actually got that one before Hooligan. All right, so the score is 20 Hooligan 26, Wheelburner 1. Good job. Good job, Hooligan. Good job. We're just killing it. Trucking with T-Bone. What, you had nothing better to do? You came back for some more there? You just did you? You were swiping through the lives, and this is what you came up with. You couldn't come up with anything better. You couldn't go over and watch the sleeping chubby sexy mama. You had to come over to Wheelburner. There you go, eh? I'm telling you, man. Andy, wake up, wake up. Did that help? Yeah, well, that helped. Andy, the reason I'm asking for help to stay awake is I just came from my in-laws and had a massive, massive turkey dinner, like turkey and ham and potatoes, and I got to drive 180 miles to get home. And there's no way I can do it without my mouth moving, because if I was just to sit here and turn the music on, I'd fall asleep. There's no way I'd make it. Sadar's comment in there. You got to support them hard-working women. Well, if you're going to support a hard-working woman, make sure you support her while you're hard. That's just that. No, come on, that's just the way I think about it, right? Even Dar. Okay, was that out of line? Dar just rolled her eyes. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let's all comment on her channel. Are they talking about your channel? Oh, sleeping chubby mama. Well, I think she's over in the Philippines. I'll yell at you every every 5 minutes to keep you awake. Then, hey, Andy, do what you got to do. But do me a favor, hit the like button. I'm watching the like button, right? We're at I don't know what we're at. I can't see it from where I'm sitting, right? I think we're at 25 or 26, right? There's 68 of yous in here, and I got 25 likes, which is absolutely disgraceful. So hit the like button for me, Andy. Maybe somebody will follow your lead there. Don't yell too loud though. I'm already going deaf. Ding, number 26. Attaboy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Everybody unlike. Thanks. Thanks, Curtis. Thanks, Curtis. Yeah. Just to show you, Curtis, how much I love you, I'm going to send you a bill for the last year. Oh, Kingston, 124. What did that say? No, 184. So we got 150 kilometers, right? 150 kilometers. There goes the train whistle. There we go. 150 kilometers, which is an hour and a half. So we got about 90 miles. 90 miles. And mind you, we're doing 80 mile an hour right now, so we're probably closer to about an hour and 15, maybe an hour and 10. So I do appreciate you guys hanging around. I'll hit the like button after you finally call. You know what, Rick? I couldn't call you. I'll be honest with you. I got off the live. I had to get the truck into the shop. I was not in a good mood. Aladdin, I was not in a good. It wouldn't have been a good conversation. I was in no mood to talk to anybody, and I didn't even want to be around myself. So you know what? It was probably best that I didn't call you. I didn't call anybody. Let me just put it that way, okay? Wait, you can't do miles an hour in Canada. I can do miles an hour wherever I want. The speed limit is in kilometers. but I can, like my car, right? I can flip over from kilometers an hour to miles an hour. And so my dash right now is in miles an hour. I'm doing 81 miles an hour right now. You just have to be able to do the conversion from kilometers to miles in your head really quick, right? So if it's 150 kilometers, that's 90. You got to be able to know that's 90 miles, right? So some of us have that ability. T-Bone, just because you don't be jealous. We don't hold it against you. It's not your fault you were born that way. We understand. I was in the shop from Wednesday morning to until yesterday afternoon. You know what? I feel your pain. I feel well. Your truck is the exact same year, make, and model as mine. Mine's in right now while they're trying to find an EGR ghost. I've got an EGR ghost going on. We had an EGR issue. I woke up Wednesday, went to work. I got a check engine light, and the engine fan came on and wouldn't shut off. I did one load instead of two. I got it back to the shop. They plugged it in. It came back with EGR cooler working below specifications. They pulled the cooler off, and it was fine. Like the EGR, the EGR cooler was fine. There was nothing wrong with. Um, I'm almost in Port Hope, Andy. Um, they pulled the cooler off and everything was fine. It was all good. But when they pulled the EGR differential pressure sensor off, both ports were jammed solid with carbon and dirt and crud, and the pipe that it hooks onto, that the sensor screws onto, was full as well. So they took the pipe off, cleaned it. It's not something that had to be replaced. Cleaned it, put the new sensor on, put it all back together. I took it for an hour test drive, and she was fine. I went, great, perfect, thank you very much. Thank you for the bill, appreciate it. Da 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 da. Woke up Thursday morning, got down to the rail yard, got my trailer loaded, got out onto the fucking highway. Check engine light comes on, engine fan kicks on. Same bullshit. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? So, and then by the time I did both loads because I wasn't giving up the money, right? Forget it. I'm not giving up the load. So I did both loads, got the money in the bank, took the truck back to the shop, and then the shop weren't willing to help me, right? There was two guys in the shop, but because our shop works all weird hours, and because Friday was a holiday, technically, right? These guys were the on-call guys. They weren't there, but they were there, and they weren't willing to help me out and at least plug in or anything like that. So I got pretty pissed off, said some very unspiritual things, which is very unlike me because I don't swear. And then I said, fuck it. And I brought the truck home and I booked it into a shop in Kingston, and they're going to take a swing at it on Monday morning. So that is where I'm sitting with the truck. Um, that's the best I can do for now. There's no sense losing my mind, coming unglued, freaking out, or anything like that. It's a truck. It's a machine. Unfortunately, I almost wish it was something like, like an airbag or something like that. It's a mechanical, but because it's an EGR, it has to do with the after treatment. I hate that. I hate that because the after treatment on these trucks is 100% not necessary. These trucks don't need an EGR. They don't need EGR valves. They don't need EGR coolers. They don't need DPF fucking sensors and DPF filters. They don't need any of that to meet the emissions. My 12760 series met the emissions for California, and there's nothing on it. It was a mechanical engine. And when I bought the truck and they did the emissions on it, it passed the fucking emissions. It was actually cleaner than the Volvo. So why the hell? Whatever. That's a whole nother story. But let's not go down that road. Or I'm gonna be upset, and we don't want to be upset because this is a nice day. The sun's gone down. We got I don't know if that what that sky is. I think those are cloud. I think those are clouds. We might be going into some overcast. Let's never tell Brian what he just did. No, don't do that. Don't tell me what I did. Right? Oh, are you guys exchanging dirty messages? I thought you were saving yourself for Robert, Dar. Are you whoring around already? Robert's not good. No, I'm not good. Robert's not good. Now you're moving on to Sterling. I think Red Lady's gonna have something to say about this. Captain Red Claw. There you go. There's a handle. What the hell's going on? Hey, finally can chat on this trucker. On this, is this a trucker stream? It is. Mind you, I'm driving a car at the moment. Usually my live streams are from the truck. My driving streams are from the truck. Um, but since I'm not working today and I'm requiring to do a live stream just to stay awake because I just finished eating a massive Easter dinner. And if I didn't, I'd be dozing behind the wheel. So that's the only reason I'm doing this, so my mouth is moving. But yeah, anytime you wanna talk trucking, Captain Redclaw, be feel free to throw it in here. There's a whole room full of truck drivers and truck drivers' wives, and actually we've got a technician's wife, or not a. Sorry, I just insulted Alan, calling him a technician. Alan is actually a mechanic. We've got a mechanic's wife in here. Thanks, Rick. Hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully they figure it out because I really don't want it to be the EGR cooler. Because Rick, you know as well as I do on these Detroits, right? The DD15, that EGR cooler is $3,800. $3,800. That's Canadian, right? Canadian. So what's that? Like 3 grand or 3 grand American? Whatever the conversion comes out to. But yeah, I'm really not wanting at this point right now to be putting an EGR cooler on it. If I have to, I have to. You know, you got to do what you got to do because you know I'm not just going to sit there and get pissed off and drive it around the way it is. So Sterling has now become a Bohemian drug smuggler. My grandfather was a trucker. He trucked from my area in Oregon all the way to the East Coast for a living for 40 years. Uh, good. For 40 years. Jesus, I don't think I'm going to make 40 years, Red Claw. I don't think I'll make 40 years trucking. I think I'll probably get it hung up before 40. I got 33. I don't think I'm going to make 40, brother. But if your grandfather had it, chances are it's in your blood. Andy is in Glenburn. You know what, Andy? I don't know. I don't know where that is. Dar just answered it. I'm not going to openly put. Although we've got that guy that keeps throwing my address up. Yeah, I got no problem. I guess I got my address has been up there half a day. We live in Stone Mills, Camden East Stone Mills. So um, we're if you get off basically if you get off at exit 593 and go exactly 6 miles north, we're up in that area there. I drove 18 years, fell off a flatbed, and broke my back. Dude, I hear you. I've seen I've seen more guys. I've seen more guys. I do flatbed now. I've done flatbed basically for the last 16, 17 years. I've gone off the side of my trailer myself, injured myself, not nowhere near to the extent that you did. But I know your pain. I know guys have ended their careers with it. Um, you know, it sucks, man. It really fucking does. Sorry. You know, I'm sorry. It's a horrible way for a truck driver to go down. You know, it really is. I don't think I want to go out that way. Funny, every time, Andy, that I ever went off a trailer, it was always while I was doing oversized, right? It was always I had some really gross, obscure piece of freight on, and I was crawling, having to crawl through it or around the side of it or something, and lost my grip and went off. Now, in most cases, lucky for me, I was on a step deck, but I've gone off a regular flat with a load of freaking drywall. So I've just been lucky, banged up knees, banged up shoulders, you know, something that it's always been something I could shake off. I consider myself, I've been fortunate and I've been lucky. I've been lucky. He once outran a tornado in the in middle America. Red Claw, you want to hear something ironic? And my wife is sitting here right beside me, and she can vouch for this. So did I. So did I. I was on my way down to where was I going? Arizona. I was on my way down to Arizona, and there was an F2 or an F3 in the cornfield off the driver's side. I was going westbound, and off the driver's side in the cornfield out there, or out in the field, it wasn't cornfield, my apologies. And the tornado was going this westbound, the same as I was. Now, unfortunately, that was before we had iPhones, and I had a flip phone, and I didn't have the ability to take video, but I did have picture, right? So stupid me, I'm in what was I driving? I was driving at that time I owned a 2008 Peterbilt 386 with the ISX. She was wide open, 13 speed, had 350 rear ends in it. So it wasn't a triple digit truck by any means, but I could run that thing at 80, 85 mile an hour if I wanted to. And I wound that thing out to about 85 mile an hour to get in front of that fucking tornado. And let me tell you something, that little bastard, he paced me and he got right up with me. And here I am snapping pictures off my phone of this tornado. Because the first thing that goes through my head is nobody's going to believe this. Nobody's going to believe it. No, wait a minute. I didn't have a snap phone. I did have an iPhone because I was able to put it on my Facebook. What? I had a video of it. That's right. Dar just corrected me. I actually had a video of it because I was able to put it on my Facebook. So you go ahead and let me know, or let your grandfather know that there is another crazy man out there that is actually crazy enough. And of course, me, I told my wife about it. She saw the video. She saw everything. And instead of going, I'm expecting, oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, she tore me a new ass. Like, are you a retard? Like, what the fuck is the matter with you? What is wrong with you? You're not right. There's a tornado over there and you're racing it. And she was right. Like, my thinking is not always the best. And of course, there's no bridge in sight. The last overpass was about 5 miles behind me, and there was nothing ahead of me, nothing. And I was just lucky. It didn't change. It didn't alter path, and it kind of we were going westbound, and it was pacing me, and then it kind of just went off down southwest, so it kind of went off and down, and away it went, and then it just fizzled out, and I was lucky. I was stupid and lucky. It's funny in this business. You'll sit there and think of all the times that you were lucky, all the times that I was lucky when I was younger and I was doing this job. Most of the times that I was lucky, it was because I was doing something fucking stupid. But there you go. There's your tornado story. Actually got the wife here to verify it, so you guys know I'm not full of shit. Sterling out. Sterling is out. What do you mean Sterling's out? It's only 4:15 where he is. What are you pussing out already? You've only been awake for fucking 20 hours. Come on. Yeah, yeah, make sure you dream of the sexy chubby mama there, Sterling. You dream of boats and coke. Oh, those dreams for me went up in smoke a long time ago, bro. I can imagine. Uh, it's a gift. Andy, it's a gift. Being able to keep your mouth moving and talking is a gift. You could put a pine cone on a table in front of me and I'll talk about that pine cone for 45 minutes. Oh, there's big Speedy Gonzalez is behind me. There's a guy with a Ford Raptor behind me. Yeah, it's like he's riding my ass. I'm doing 85 mile an hour. I just took it up to 90. He closed in on me at 90 and he's sitting on now he's not happy with this. Watch this. Here he's going to go around us here. There he goes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He obviously doesn't enjoy his gas. Those Raptors are fucking so disgraceful. Those things are so disgraceful. I'd be ashamed to own one of those. Like you can hear that thing. I can still hear him. He's still got his foot into it. I'd laugh if he was in the stream here. Hey, that's me, asshole. Yeah. You talked to the steering wheel for 18 years, dude. I've talked to the steering wheel. I've talked to now I drive an automated, right? So I don't have a shifter. But dude, I've had hours and hours of conversation with my shifter. Both of them, if you know what I mean. Talk nice to your shifter, Andy. Talk nice to your shifter. He must be in a hurry to show up. No, he's in a hurry to get a ticket. This stretch of the highway now, there's nowhere for a cop to hide. But once we get past the en route, which would be like the little oasis, what you guys call down there, an oasis. But once you get, we're about to lose 3 lanes. We're about to go down to 2. But once we get down there, the cops will be back out in full force tonight, Saturday night. I'm good at about 75 mile an hour. They won't bother me. In a 65 and doing a 75 and a 65, they'll leave me alone. But he was doing at least 90, and he's in a big fancy, loud, ugly, underpowered, underperformance Ford Raptor. So he deserves the ticket. He can have it. Guys, I love guys that brag on that. It's like, you know what? I tell you what, you go get in your Ford Raptor and you get your gun and you chase me through the downtown core of Toronto and I'll drive this little Honda Civic. Right? This little Honda Civic's putting out about 125 horse. I don't know what this car does, to be honest with you. I don't. But the Honda Civic Sport, whatever. You chase me through the downtown core in your big fat fantastic Ford Raptor, you'll never catch me. Dude, I'll be sitting there eating my lunch before you catch me. I'll have my lunch done and paid for before you catch me. The only thing that Raptor is good for is what he just did. You want to blow my doors off on the highway and look fucking dumb doing it? Congratulations, mission accomplished. I gotta I got my seat heat on here. Fuck. I'm 70. Look at this. I'm sitting here like this. I'm sweating. The heat's not on in the car, but the heater in the seats on these things, dude. You could roast a turkey in here. Yesterday you got oh wow Tom, you got caught doing 90 and a 60. Woo! Is that miles or kilometers? 90 miles an hour in a 60 zone, or 90 kilometers in a 60 zone. Makes a big difference. If that's miles an hour, you're doing 90 miles an hour in a 60 zone in Canada, they pull your license and your plates off your vehicle right there on the spot, and they impound your car. It's 5 points, and you probably won't see, yeah, you wouldn't see your insurance for about 2 years. Heating your undercarriage. Yeah, well, I just cooked mine, hooligan. Put a fork in me, I'm done. I was caught 120 and an 80 in a 65. How do you even have a license? Like up here, that's considered in Canada. It's considered what is it called? Stunt driving? They call it. What do they call that? Stunt driving. What? Yeah, stunt driving. You know, if you're doing like this, let's just say the speed limit's 100 kilometers an hour, which is 62. If you're doing 10 over, it's 2 points. If you're doing 20 over, whatever. Once you get to 50 kilometers an hour, so if the speed limit's 100, you're doing 150. Bang! They pull your plates. They suspend your license, and you go to jail on the spot. No questions asked. They don't give you a warning. They don't say be a good boy. Nothing. If it wasn't for the fact that I have an apple pie in the back, I'd probably be stopping at the Big Apple to grab an. I love their caramel apple crumbles. Oh, they're so good. I I've never been caught at a super high speed. Uh, my my brother got caught doing what was he on? He was on a Ducati. No, he was on a Hayabusa. He was on the Hayabusa and he had Karen on it, did he not? He had his not his current wife, but he had his girlfriend. This is a few years ago. And he was they caught him doing about 175 mile an hour going up the Trans Canada Highway with his girlfriend on the back. The cops didn't even chase him. They didn't even bother chasing him. They just nailed him and they called ahead and they set up a road trap and they shut him down on the highway. 175 mile an hour with his woman on the back of it. Now I've gone that fast on a bike before, but never with somebody on it with me. I got to try the peanut brittle. Mmm, mmm. I like peanut brittle. I've never tried it there though. I got no problem eating peanut brittle. I'll eat that. You maxed your car out at 140. Is that how fast your car goes? I've had this up to about 110. 110. I don't know this. I don't know what this car is. I don't know what the car is capped at, but this Civic's gone 110, uh, and it was comfortable doing it. It had no problem doing it. It was drinking fuel like it was going out of style, but it was a comfortable speed. The car didn't seem to mind it. It handled just fine. Engine was good doing it. There's too many miles on it right now. It's got 158,000 miles on it right now. And that, in my opinion, that's too many miles to be pushing it to do that kind of speed. You know, right now I'm doing right now I'm doing 84 miles an hour, and this thing's just clipping along at 2,000 RPM. Right, this one has the 8 speed, so it's like the engine's not even working at 82 miles to 83 miles an hour. This thing doesn't redline until you get to 7,000. That's one thing about these VTEC engines. Oh, I know, Curtis. This thing's good for 300,000, right? Easily 300,000. I said in the live earlier today, this car, this thing has cost us nothing but oil changes, tires, and brakes. That's it. 158,000 miles, and that's all this thing has cost me is oil changes, tires, and brakes. I think there was a recall, one part recall or something to do with the brake pedal or the brake, something on the brakes. But other than that, oh, I agree. DD15, I agree. That's why I absolutely swear by these things, right? Sorry, I'm eating a piece of chocolate. I absolutely swear by these Hondas. Every time we get a new car, Dar gets a brand new car. My voice just cracked. Holy shit! You hear that? Um, she gets a brand new car. Like they're always a Honda. Since 2008, all Dar's ever driven are new Hondas, and she mileages them out, and we still get our money back on them. And by the time we mileage it out, it's got about 200,000 miles. The van we had was 200 and almost close to 300. It was like 285,000 kilometers, so whatever that is in miles. That's probably about 170,000 miles. And that thing wasn't even close to being done. But we sold that one to a friend of mine, and then we put Dar into the Honda Pilot, the SUV, and she loved that. She loved that. But again, that thing there, same thing. Hey, it was a gas guzzler. Oh yeah, it just drank fuel. But for reliability, you can't beat these. You can't beat these. These the Hondas and you know what? I'm a firm believer in the Toyotas as well because my daughter Brianna, she had a Tercel, and that thing was over 300,000 on a small little 1.6 liter four cylinder. And that thing until she got caught in a rut like on a back road in the wintertime, and she ended up going in off the road, and she rolled that thing nose like end over, like she went forward over it, nose ass end over, however you say it, ass over tea kettle, whatever. Fuck. She wasn't rolling it sideways. She hit a tree stump, and that thing went ass end came up, and she rolled it over, and she came out of that with nothing but a bloody nose. The car was written off, but if she wouldn't have wrote that car off, she'd probably still be driving it. Those Toyota Tercels, those things are gold mines. They go forever. Same as there's the same as these Civics, right? Hey. Well, oh, sorry, it was a Corolla. It wasn't well, it's almost the same goddamn thing. The Tercel and the Corolla were very close. It was a Corolla. My apologies. I've been corrected from the fucking peanut gallery. I don't even own a Honda car, just a Honda bike. Well, I guarantee you, Hooligan, you're getting the same dependability out of that Honda bike, out of that 1100 as you are, as I am out of this car. It's just the way they're built. They're precision built, and they're built to last. You know, they really are. They're not built that way. They're not built that like Ford doesn't build cars like that. Chevy doesn't build, GM doesn't build cars like that. Toyota Echo isn't too bad. Those are all those little cars that when gas is expensive, you're glad you got them. You're glad you got them. Red Lady. I don't know if you've already been in here. I haven't seen your any other comments. This is the first one I've seen of you, so thanks for popping in. I have a 2013 Toyota RAV with 213,000 miles. I bet you it still runs like a champ, doesn't it? Yep, still going strong. That's just the way they're built. You got a Honda, a Toyota. Now, Dar was looking, she was looking at the Hyundai, what's that called? The Santa Fe? You were looking at an SUV? Whatever. Apparently, Hyundai has really stepped up their game, and apparently they're pretty goddamn good too. We've never owned one. We got friends that own them, and they've had a lot of good luck with them. So I don't know if I'd be willing to step outside and get a Hyundai, but I think when we're done with this one here, Dar wants to get, what is it? The CRV. The CRV. She wants the SUV. She doesn't want the six banger. She wants the four banger. So the CRV comes with the four cylinder, but it still has the all wheel drive, and it's not as big as the Honda Pilot. So I think that's what she's looking at, and we're probably going to keep this through the summer, but then put her into the CRV for winter. Like for fall, come fall, we'll start shopping. For the winter, we'll put her into the CRV. Again, it's probably going to be a Honda. It's going to be a Honda. Look at that. Robert's here. Robert's here. We got two representatives from England walking through, wandering around aimlessly, trying to conquer shit that they can't. I got to take my cheap shot where I can. Trust me, Robert gives more cheap shots to me than I give to him, so he gives more than he gets. So every time I get a chance to to take a dig at him, I will. Dar, try a Nissan. That's not happening. A fucking Nissan. The only way a Nissan is going to be parked in my driveway is if it's a GTR, and Dar ain't driving it. So that's the only Nissan that'll go in my driveway. And even then, from what I understand, they ain't jack shit for dependability either. Anybody, the two guys that I know that have GTRs, both of them have probably spent more time in the shop than they have in their driveway. So kiss my northern hairy asshole, Brian. Oh, Tom, Tom Murray. Oh, come on. But you know what? You know what? I can honestly say, Tom, I know you said that with love. Because if it was Robert, he'd have just called me a daft cunt. You know? Robert would have just said, what are you, stupid, you daft cunt? I have a craving for turkey sandwich. Oh, can you fix me up? Somebody's looking for a turkey. We got enough turkey. Unfortunately, we got no bread. You're out of luck, Andy. No bread on that. Robert, as long as you're coming in here, and I know you're gonna start taking shots at me. Before you start taking shots at me, Robert, hit the fucking like button. What? He blew you a kiss. Robert blew you a kiss? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I know the day's coming. The day's coming. I'm going to get run over by a transport truck, probably with an English flag on it, with a Union Jack on it. I'm going to get run over by a truck so Robert can marry the widow. She made a turkey and a ham. Yeah, that's the thing, Andy. I can make you a turkey sandwich or a ham, or not me. What the hell am I talking about? You got okay, Andy. Here's my question to you. I love turkey sandwiches. So when you make a turkey sandwich, a little bit of butter, not margarine, a little bit of butter on the bread, mayo, salt, pepper, turkey. That's all, right? Right? Andy, if you answer this wrong, I'm going to boot you out of the fucking chat. A little bit of butter, mayo on both sides, salt, pepper, and turkey. Did Dodie come in? Somebody said something. I blow Dodie kisses. What does he say? Okay, Robert. Welcome to the chat. Fuck, I love you, man. Oh, Robert, where would my life be without Tyke? Let me tell you, mayo, no Miracle Whip. What the fuck's the matter with you? Hellman's, Hellman's mayonnaise. Are you high? What the hell's wrong with you? Don't even say the word miracle. Miracle Whip isn't mayonnaise. Miracle Whip is like 2 molecules away from plastic. You must be high or something, Andy. Mayo, salt, pepper, mayonnaise, and a little bit of margarine on the bread. Hellman's from Costco. Buy it by the barrel, buddy. I am with you, 100%. Dar usually has the ones where when you stick your knife in the jar, you just get your whole goddamn hand in there and your wrist doesn't touch the sides. You know, that's the one you're talking about, right? Turkey, cheese, and bacon. Oh wow, wrapped in puff pastry, dude. Oh, you had me at turkey and bacon. You could have stopped right there, Tom. You're done. Mm. Once you try Duke's mayonnaise, you won't go back. I've had Duke's mayonnaise. That's what they in a lot of the truck stops in the southern states. That's what they've got. Add sweet pickles on the sandwich, like you slice them and put them on the sandwich. No, no. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say no, no. I've had like a turkey sandwich. They put the tomato and lettuce, and no. I like a turkey sandwich where it's like the turkey that was just cooked this morning that I've got in my cooler. Turkey, salt, pepper, Hellman's mayonnaise, white bread. That is all. Nothing else. No more. No less. Oh, you and Robert are from the same. Are you and Robert from the same part of town or same part of England? I mean, I got two of you fucking northern bastards in there. Oh, now there's definitely going to be an invasion. Now there's definitely going to be an invasion. Who besides you misses Roddenberry pickles? Buck? I don't know. I've never had Roddenberry pickles, dude. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Is it something? Are Buck or Roddenberry pickles something that are familiar to the southern states, or like I'm Canadian, so maybe it's just something a U.S. thing that maybe I've never tried. But come on, I've been in the U.S. I'm in the U.S. most of my life, more than I've been in Canada. And so if it's something that's an American thing and we can't get in Canada, chances are I've tried it anyway. I've never even heard of her. I may have had a Roddenberry pickle and didn't know it if I ordered something and they served it. It's a brand of them. All right. Well, you know what? I've never had it. I've never had it. You don't ever put cranberry sauce on a sandwich. What's the matter with you? Again, I have to ask, are you high? Are you not well? Jesus. Andy. There was cranberry sauce on the table tonight. It didn't come my way. I don't think yeah, Dar says I don't think anybody ate it. Well, no, Dad had it. Dad ate it, Mom had it, but it didn't make it onto my plate. Nothing red went on my plate. I had ham, turkey, potatoes, stuffing, carrots, and I drowned it all in gravy. A lifeguard couldn't have saved that food. It was drowning in gravy. Bacon and peanut butter sandwich. Hooligan, I would try that. I would try that. I love bacon and I love peanut butter sandwiches. I've had peanut butter and banana. I've had peanut butter and lettuce. If you've never had peanut butter and lettuce, try that. Um, Peanut butter and celery is good. Um, Peanut butter and Spanish onion. You take Spanish onion, slice it super thin, put that on a peanut butter sandwich. That's good. Um, I don't think I've ever had. Did you really just do that? Really? You just threw me right off there. Dar just absolutely just threw me right off. I ate cranberry sauce and peanut butter sandwich. Okay, hooligan, there's something wrong with you too. Banana and mayo sandwiches, never had. Nope, not having. North England sandwich, nope, never had. Peanut butter and bananas, yeah, I can live on that. I can live on peanut butter and banana. If you try if you like peanut butter and banana, go with peanut butter and iceberg lettuce. Don't you not romaine lettuce. Try iceberg lettuce. It's actually really good. Actually really good. You'll like it. I can tell you right now you'll like it. Cheese and jam? No, never had cheese and jam. Although I do like to take like old cheddar, old white cheddar, right? And slice. I take like half a block of it, and I'll slice it all up. This makes Dar puke when I do this, but take a whole block of it and I'll slice it up so that I've got like 50 little pieces of it, and then I'll take a great big gob, not even more, like a bowl, and I'll fill it with Hellman's mayonnaise, and then you grind like half of your pepper shaker into the mayo and mix it all up, and then dip your cheese in it and eat it that way. It's a total heart stopper. Like it's a total cholesterol. It'll kill you. It'll clog your arteries. You won't shit for a month. Um, but it is so good. It is so good. And everybody I've ever said that to, they're like, "Oh, that's disgusting." And then they'll try. Dar's refused to try it, and she says I'm disgusting for eating it, but she won't try it. I guarantee you, if she ever tried it, she'd fucking like it. But she just refuses to eat it. Your mom is your mom ate apples like onions like an apple. I've never eaten them like an apple, but I'll eat raw onions. Like if I'm cutting them up or chopping them up, I'll throw pieces in my mouth. I got no problem. Red onion, like sweet onion, love that. Love that. I'm not opposed to eating onion raw. Add some ketchup to your. You're fucking not well. There's something wrong with you. Add some ketchup to your mayonnaise. No, we're not doing that. We're not adding ketchup to our mayonnaise. Ketchup goes. Okay. Ketchup goes on French fries, and ketchup goes on grilled cheese sandwiches, right? And both of them you dip your fries in, and you dip your grilled cheese sandwich. Other than that, ketchup goes on nothing else. We don't put it on hamburgers, hot dogs, nothing. Meatloaf, nothing. Ketchup is a two food condiment. That is all it's used for. Karen, so do we. We use a lot of garlic. A lot of garlic goes into a lot of the stuff we cook. Dip your onion rings in ketchup. No, no. You know what? I sprinkle a little bit of sea salt if I've got it. I'll dip. I'll put a little grind a little bit of sea salt onto my onion rings, and that's how I like them, man. Although there is not sriracha. What's the other one that I put on my subs? Um, Chipotle. If you dip your onion ring in chipotle, that's not bad. I like that. I like chipotle sauce on my dip it in my dip my onion rings in. That's pretty good. Oh, Karen's gonna be making homemade egg rolls. Oh, I'm not an egg roll eater. I'll eat them if they're there or whatever. I'll have one. But I'm not a huge fan of the egg roll. Sorry, I try my best. Dar, on the other hand, she could make a whole meal. We go up to my cousin, her fry stand, and she has egg rolls up there, and she'll do up a whole batch of them just for Dar, and Dar loves those. But egg rolls for me, not so much, not so much. We use garlic and onion every day. Yeah, it depends on what I'm cooking, but probably most things that I cook, garlic goes into it in some shape or form, and our onion as well. Onion as well, depending on what I'm cooking. But there's always onions in our house, right? There's always onions in our place, and there's always garlic. So I'm always like, especially if I'm barbecuing. I do a lot of basting with like garlic. I'll start with a garlic butter, like I'll make a garlic butter, and then I'll flavor the garlic butter with certain other spices, and I'll baste depending on what we feel like eating. And garlic butter is a really good agent for basting with if you want really good flavor. Steak, pork chops, ribs, anything, anything. So there's always a garlic butter being made at some point in our house. Not bad, not bad. 51. We're at 32 likes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. You're gonna save some. You're gonna save some what? Some egg rolls for Dar. Oh, Karen, if they're good egg rolls, trust me, she'll drive the 100 miles down to your place and get them. She's not opposed to driving for a good egg roll. She'll drive all the way to Merrickville, which is probably 80 miles from our place, to get my cousin Amy to get her egg rolls. So I drove a skateboard, mate, based out of East Lancashire. I love that. I drove a skateboard. A lot of guys don't use those terms anymore. Like, I love that. You know, what'd you do? I pulled a can. What'd you do? I pulled a skateboard. You know, A lot of the terminologies from the older drivers are gone, right? What do you pull? Oh, I pull a flatbed. Yeah, I pulled a skateboard for fucking 30 years. What's a skateboard? You rode a skateboard? No, I pulled a flatbed, you fucking idiot. Yeah, 2-4. Dar loves a good egg roll. She likes a good hard noodle once in a while too. Ow! Fuck! Ow! While I'm driving. Good idea. That's fucking brilliant. What am I talking about? The patch of hair you just ripped out of my arm. Oh yeah, what a baby. Robert, I need you to come over here and straighten your woman out for me, please. She's grabbing chunks of hair off my arm and ripping them out while I'm doing 85 miles an hour. Come take care of this for me there, Tyke. I'm only 45, but you grew up with the old timers. Well, 45. So let's think about it. Let's just say you've been driving trucks since you were 20. That means that would put you somewhere in the 25-year mark, right? So if you've been driving for 25 years, technically you're still. I would consider an old timer anybody that's over the 20-year mark. Once you get over the 20 years, you're probably considered an old. 25 years, you're an old timer. I'd say, yeah, welcome to the club. Make sure you shake it when you bring it back, eh? We don't want to bring it back dirty. If I can't control the wildcat, you got no chance. Well, it might take two of us. It might take two of us. I'm telling you, she's had a big dinner tonight, so she might be a little feisty. Might be a little cranky too. Get cranky when she's uncomfortable. So you fill her full of a good meal, she might be a little cranky, which will make her feisty. Oh, I'm telling you, have you guys ever noticed that when you're going somewhere, it seems you can get there in good time, but coming home, it's the same amount of time, same distance, same amount of time, but for some reason, it always seems longer. We're at the 5:56. Oh, thank God. We've only got 50. We'll be home in about 15, 20 minutes. But now that I've said that, this is going to be the longest 15, 20 minutes of my goddamn life. Chuck an egg, roll and run. Okay. Almost home. We're in the home stretch, baby. Go to the whip. Go to the whip. 30, is it freeway? 30 plus to be an old timer? I don't care. I qualify. So I'm good, but 30 plus. I would say if you've got 25, you're close enough, you know. But freeway, if you say 30, I'll back you on 30. Sorry, Andy. You might have another 5 to go. Stick around, Junior. Look at this guy. I guarantee he's doing 55. It is. So scary. And that's why we don't govern trucks, or we shouldn't be governing trucks. Tyke just had a dirty thought. Just one, Robert? Just one dirty thought? Go ahead and share it. Go ahead and share it. You're already balls deep into it, Robert. You might as well share it. Let her out. Let her rip. Seems like an eternity to you. Freeway, let me tell you, man, I do understand and I hear you. Freeway, you want to scare yourself? Take the years that you drove, right? Divide it by 8, and that's how many million miles you probably drove, right? Because it takes, in North America, it takes the average. Average. Some guys do it a little faster, some guys do it a little longer, but it takes the average truck driver 8 years to hit a million, right? So if you've got like 32 years, right, you got 4 million miles, give or take. 4 million miles, give or take. Now, wrap your head around that, right? Then go and Google and see how many miles it is around the Earth at the equator. How many miles is it around the equator? And then figure out how many times you've driven around the planet. That's just baffling to me. Or find out how many miles it is from here to the moon, and then find out how many times you've driven from here to the moon and back. I'm awake. I'm awake. Chrome, I'm awake. These guys have had me going for the last 2 hours and a bit here, or 2.5 hours. They haven't let me. They haven't let me sleep. They've kept me talking and kept me going, and I'm 15 minutes from the house. So these guys have done a great job. Although I'm curious for Freeway, I am curious. Is how many miles do you think you've got? I know I'm at some point over the next couple of months I'm going to pass 4. Somebody just put how many miles it is to the moon. It's 200, so it's a quarter of a million miles up to the moon. So if you've done 4 million miles, right? So it's a half a million there and back. So you've gone back and forth to the moon 8 times on 4 million miles. How many fucking astronauts can claim that? Eh? Not many astronauts can claim that. I think I deserve a NASA patch. So do you, Freeway. Robert, you're probably in there somewhere. 1975 to present day. That's a lot of miles, brother. That's a lot of fucking miles, Freeway. You got more than me, bro. You're probably at the 4.5. Jesus. That really makes you think, don't it? Don't it just really make you think? You know, Freeway, you're in the league. You're in the class of driver that when you say back in the day, you were there, you know? You were there back in the day. You are back in the day. Most drivers can only talk about, yeah, well, those guys back in the day. They're talking about you, Freeway. You got no clue, never kept track. Do them. It's just general math, right? The average this, the average that. You're probably around 4, over 4, just over 4, whatever. Just one way or the other, Freeway. It's a lot, right? It's freaking a lot. What's that, Robert? What? They probably didn't go to the moon. I think they did too. I think I think they did too. Although it's kind of funny though. It is kind of funny that they went to the moon back then, right? They went to the moon. And how many trips were there? How many landings were there on the moon? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. I obviously know Neil Armstrong was the first guy to step foot on the moon, but I don't know how many trips in total or how many people have ever walked or stepped on the moon. But I do know that since the very last one, and it's got to be over 40 years ago, nobody's been back since. Why is that? Somebody in 2013 went to the moon? I don't think so. Yeah, and when was 12 men have walked on the surface of the moon, and when was the last time that somebody did it? What, 19 fucking 71 or something, right? I guarantee you. I guarantee you. So Robert does have a good case because if all these guys went, these 12 guys all went to the moon, and let's just say the last guy went in 1970 something, nobody's been back since. Why not? Why not? What are they hiding or what are they doing? Now that's again, I'm I'm on the side of the team that says yeah they actually went. But if somehow or another, all of a sudden, undeniable proof came forward and they said these guys, it was all made up and it never happened, they haven't. Okay, there's Google Queen at it. They have not been back to the moon since 1972. Dude, that's 51 years ago, right? I was born in 69, 72 is 3. I'm 54, 51. So it's 51 years ago that the last time they walked on the moon, the last time humans went to the moon. What do you? Well, I'm not counting animals or machines. Okay, they sent rovers and shit up, but they could fake that. What do I know? What do I know? Every time I think I know something, I'm proven wrong. There's Robert. There you go. You know you've been told off by Robert when you've been called a thick cunt. Trust me, he calls me one at least once alive. Every live, I'm called a thick cunt or a daft cunt. It happens. You get used to it. Welcome back. We never went to the moon. It was a hoax to beat the Russians. It may well could have been. Nothing but rocks on the moon. Yeah. I don't have any doubt in my mind that they are going to find they're going to put somebody on Mars. They're not faking that. They're not fucking they're not faking that. They are going to put somebody, it may not be in my lifetime, but they are going to put somebody on Mars. I'm a cunny funt. Thanks, Tom. you're you're very polite. UFOs and aliens don't exist. I'm not a big believer in any of that shit either. Welcome back. I'm not. I really don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about Roswell, Area 51, any of that bullshit. Martians, UFOs, spaceships, little green men, nothing. Don't give a damn. You know, if there was extraterrestrial life and it was on Earth, why would if there was an advanced society smarter than us and better than us and everything like that, what are we all doing here? Besides, they'd have probably flown up to Earth and taken one look at all of us and went, no, there's nothing there worth saving. Let them go. Robert's sitting here throwing down uh, statements here. I can't read it all, Robert. Sorry. Oh, now Brianna's in on it. Uh oh. Well, I can't read it. I don't know what she said. No, I have no doubt that there. No, there's no way. There's no way possible. It's a mathematical impossibility, right? With all of the other planets and solar systems and everything else in the galaxies and universes, somewhere out there is obviously um, other life, intelligent other life, da 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 da. Are we alone? No, that's impossible. But have we had visitors and are they walking amongst us? Oh hell no. Do you? You think? Well, I don't think they're here. I don't think they're here. I think they may have flown by, maybe, but I don't think they're here. Why would they? Dar asked me why. Why don't I think? Why would they come and just? What are they doing? They look like us. They act like us. They can transform into us. That's a hell of a life. That's a hell of an advanced life form. That's like yeah, it's a changeling. It comes down to earth and it says, "Oh, look at that! I'm going to change my form and look like that, and I'm going to blend in." Okay, well, maybe they are, but I find it difficult to believe that. Maybe I'm just ignorant. I don't know. Okay, my daughter just says, "Come on, Dad, didn't you just what? Haven't you ever watched Men in Black?" Yeah, okay, yeah. The last thing I saw that Will Smith did that was of any interest was smack Chris Rock off a stage. that was black on black. That killed his career. I honestly don't think you're going to see a whole lot more out of Will Smith. Not that he needs the money, but I think that's going to be pretty much the end of his career. Andy, we got about 7 or 8 minutes. We'll be home. 7 or 8 minutes. Then I'll open the door and you can get out first and run in and go pee. Watch out for the dogs, Andy, because they don't know you and they will. The shepherd will take your leg off. I put my high beams on. I can see just fine. It's not my fault you're blind. Says the guy that's had surgeries on his eyes. There, you happy? The high beams are. See, I can't even drive around without my. Put your high beams on. Turn your signal on. Turn left. Don't turn right. We're lost. Do you know where you're going? Are we there yet? I gotta pee. I've never played there, Andy. It's like fucking yeah. I've never stopped there. I don't want to watch out for deer. They need to watch out for me. I've already crinkled this car up once hitting a deer. This thing has already smoked a deer once. And the guy, it pushed in the front end, busted the rad, did a bunch of damage to the front of the car. The deer got up and walked away with a minor limp. Yeah, well, the insurance 7 grand later, the insurance paid for it, of course, but $7,000 later, the deer had a limp. It did. It was gone before we got the car stopped. Goddamn thing. That damn bright. We're in the home stretch there, boys and girls. A Bambi sandwich dipped in ketchup. No, I'd go with barbecue sauce there, Andy. If you're gonna dip Bambi in if you're gonna make a Bambi sandwich, you gotta go with barbecue sauce, baby. And you gotta make your own barbecue sauce. None of you don't be buying no cheap fucking Diana's. That's not really barbecue sauce. You know, you like it, but I'm not a fan of it. Or Buckeye. What's that? Buckeye's barbecue sauce. I don't know. It's got a taste of like chemical to it, right? They don't taste like real good barbecue sauce. Sweet chili sauce. I like sweet chili sauce, Tom. Yeah, we're good. You're talking my language now. Crom saying goodbye. Well, man, have a good night. Thanks for popping in real quick. Appreciate that, my friend. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already. Well, hold on. I gotta convert the car back over to kilometers an hour, or Dara's gonna be fucking losing her shit. She'll get a speeding ticket. Yeah, yeah. Don't what? Don't park behind you? Okay. Oh, you're leaving tonight, aren't you? Okay, yeah, no problem. Thanks, Wheelburner and Kitty. Andy, come on back, man. Come on back. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out, man. Come on back. You never know what you're gonna find. You never know what you're gonna find. Did you Dar, did you throw a wrench on Andy or okay? Dar's gonna turn you blue there, Andy. You're good. There you go, sir. Welcome to the club. Thanks for coming in. Andy, I got no problem with that at all. I got no problem with that at all. You wanna hook up sometime on a weekend or something if you're in the area? I'll meet you for or we'll meet you for coffee, for putin, or for anything you want, man. Let us know. Let us know. Uh, if you wanna reach out, go to my email. It's wheelburnerexpress@gmail.com. I'll be honest with you. I don't really look at the emails. Dar rifles through them, and if it's anything of any importance, then she'll let me know, and if not, she generally takes care of it herself. Floor, thanks for hanging out, man. Appreciate it. You guys have been the shit tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out and keeping me awake. Because like I said, it's only 180 miles, but damn, is it hard to do when you're where you're half of you wants to sleep and the other half wants to, try to keep going and uh-oh. Oh, nothing. Yeah. I gotta lock the windows. Oh, yeah. En- Enjoy that. I just hot boxed them. Oh, oh, I'm so proud of myself. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Brianna's got the Brianna's got the windows down. She's freezing her ass off back there. She goes, "It's so goddamn cold, but it stinks so bad." Oh, oh man. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I just dutched up in the car. I did. I did. Tom, you'd have been proud of me. There's one for the men. Got to remember, Tom, when I'm at home, there's 5 girls there. There's no guys. I'm the only man of the house. So, dude, I got to get them more. I got to get it in while I can. I'm so proud. Yeah. Darn Brianna trying not to throw up. Woo! Oh, that was good. That was good. Oh, I feel much better now. Oh, I'm good for more turkey and stuffing now. I'm going. I'm going. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, I'm going. I'm gonna have a turkey sandwich when I get home. Oh yeah, definitely. What are you talking about? Oh, it's still lingering. Oh, it's in the seat. You know, it's a cloth seat, so it's yeah. There you go. It's still lingering. There you go. Here, have some of that. Nothing's wrong with me. I there's nothing wrong with me. What's wrong with you? I thought you'd appreciate that. Well, I thought you would. I was wrong. Well, because you're that type of girl. You and hold on. It's okay when we're in bed and you Dutch oven me and you laugh your ass off. Then it's funny. Exactly. They hear that, guys. Dar goes. Then it's funny, right? But that's not my fault. I chose to do it in the car. You chose to do it in the bedroom when you pull the blankets over my head and make me fart and make me gag. Yeah. Well, whatever. I might lose my eyebrows tonight. Yeah, she thinks she's funny. 156 for gas. There you go. Oh. Well, guys, this is the end of the journey. We are home. Where we will be home in about 35 seconds. So we're gonna just kill this. Now that all of you know how to get to now that all of you know how to get to my house, you're welcome. Welcome to swing on by anytime you like. Nobody's coming to the door. Brianna's going. Don't say that. They'll come to the house. Nobody's coming to the house. And like I said, you're welcome to come in. You may make it in the house, but I promise you, you won't be going back out. Not the only way you're going out is on a stretcher. So yeah, Tamworth, here we come. Hey, come on down. Come on down. Tamworth. I don't live in Tamworth, so am I gonna what? Am I gonna what? Am I gonna have another trucker barbecue? I don't know. I never thought. I haven't thought about it. Yeah, I don't know. Whoo! There we go. Well, where do you want me to park? I can't park in front. Oh, okay, I gotta park on the road. Because the car will hang out in the middle of the road because the dumpster's there. I gotta park on the road. All right. Jesus Christ. Say it once. We'll say it once again. Shut up, you fucking douche canoe. All right, guys. I am done. We are done. Robert, thanks, man. Tyke, appreciate that, man. 21, thanks for coming in. My town is 389 a gallon. Jesus, I'm so jealous. Chris, good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. Andy, you the man. Awesome. Freeway, we'll talk to you soon. Looking forward to getting my face shaved right along with you on the 22nd. And with that, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good night.